here with Al, also known as sponsored by Wifey. He has developed an air system for his 5th gen 4Runner, and he's going to be sharing with us how he came up with it and how to assemble it yourself. So, how'd you come up with this system, Al?
Well, basically what I was doing, you know, when you go off-road every weekend, you want to make everything easy. So my buddy Orlando, he had this air system where he can air up 4 tires, but I wanted to duplicate it without having to carry all these hoses. So I researched on the internet. I found this diagram from a company who used to make them, but no longer does. So I researched, I did the research on the internet, sourced parts on Amazon, and pieced together all the pieces that I needed to create the system. Lots of parts I've ordered, trial and error, and I got it to work. If they made a kit originally, I would have bought it on the spot. It would have saved me a lot of money.
Okay. So Al, why don't you go ahead and show me what this stuff is?
Okay, what we have here, we have the Airby dual compressor, and right here is the Braided Wifey mount, which is specially made for this system. We have a steel braided hose line. We have a shut-off valve. Okay, we have the pressure gauge, the air manifold, the pressure release valve, the sliding valve, a quick fitting, and a 90-degree fitting.
So these springs here come with the pressure relief valve, and they're rated for different PSIs. So we're going to be using the
red one.
The red one. Okay, sounds good. And it's hard to see which one's red, so.
Yeah, so choose the red because that's rated to 100 PSI.
Okay.
The hose that we use later on is rated for 150 PSI. So we want to protect the hose by not exceeding that, and you know, with the air tire, with the tires, you're only going to 40, 50. So.
Okay, perfect. All right, so let's get started. I'll take the ARB compressor. And what do I do now?
So what you're going to do first is you're going to take the 90-degree fitting.
Okay.
You're going to put some Teflon tape.
Okay. And this is going to help seal the I'm not very good at this, but you're going to seal the thread.
So it'll prevent
leaks.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And is there a specific way to just put this in, or I'm just going to just tighten it in? Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be hand tight until I can't do it anymore?
Yeah, I would just hand tight it right there, and then we'll...
Okay.
Next up, we are going to take the steel braided hose.
Okay, and this is already has some type of coating on here,
yes.
thread sealer on here, okay.
So you want to put the other end spins.
Okay.
So we're going to save the spinning one for the block.
Okay, so this is the end we're going to put in here, okay. And how far do you tighten this down until you can't see the red anymore?
No, until it stops.
Okay.
I think it's a 15.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so we'll start off with the manifold.
Okay.
It comes with 2 end caps. One you're going to put at the bottom, which one's already there.
Okay.
We're going to put the Teflon tape around it.
Around this one?
Yeah, everything needs Teflon tape so it doesn't leak anywhere.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this at the bottom.
Yeah, one of the end caps goes on the bottom.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So basically what we're going to do is assemble it like this. So the next one up is going to be the...
Pressure release. Or no, that's the air gauge.
Air gauge.
Okay. So in our kit, we will not provide you with the tape, but you can pick that up at Home Depot or any plumbing store or Amazon if you wanted to. But most people should have it laying around the house.
They also have the liquid one if you want to prefer to use that one. Just paint it on it. But it's real messy. You can, you know, have options.
And then next up we're going to do
another cap.
Another cap. Alright. And the pressure relief.
Pressure relief.
And then we're gonna...
We don't need to put Teflon tape because it already has this
Okay.
red seal on it.
Do we use the spring now? Is that
Yeah,
how we do that?
we can put the red spring in.
So how do I do that?
Just don't.
Okay. Open it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so it has a blue spring already in there.
So put the red in. And with that, they can adjust the amount of pressure they want.
Okay. All right, and...
Then we have the sliding valve.
Okay. Oh, Teflon tape. Whoops. All right, what do we do next?
So what we're going to do is mount this manifold block onto the Wifey mount. And what we're going to do is we're going to use these two
Okay.
on the ends. So we'll need to put Teflon tape on the shut-off valve.
So this will come here,
Yes.
like that?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll Teflon tape these.
And that one already has a sealant.
Should we add more, or is that
Yeah.
good enough? Okay. So if you're having problems with attaching this, make sure that this thread at the in this cap at the bottom is completely tightened down. Otherwise, it'll not line up correctly for you to insert the other cap. All right.
And that's it.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go out to the shop and start the remaining install process. Thanks, Elle.
So as you can see throughout this process, we've had multiple people assisting with the install of this air system. This is not a simple install. We highly recommend professional installation. If you do not have previous experience in this type of installations or plumbing experience, anything like fittings, things like that, because if you do it incorrectly, you're going to have different malfunctions in your air system, and it could overall end up having to be redone a second time. It takes, for a professional install, it could take about 4 to 5 hours. If you're doing it yourself with a buddy or two, plan for at least an 8-hour day to get this all done. If you're in the SoCal area, you can go ahead and get this installed yourself from Al, sponsored by Wifey, at RPM Garage. Just give us off a call. You can make an appointment and he will install it for you. Like I said, highly recommend professional installation for this, but if you decide to do it on your own, just make sure you have a buddy to help you through the process. Okay guys, so we went ahead and grabbed our pre-mounted, pre-installed Wifey system, and we're going to go ahead and drop it into place. Just like we did before in our other videos, just in case you didn't watch it, is we supplied 2 bolts that are going to be inserted into the threaded holes already that are inside your vehicle. This is specifically for the piston 4Runner. Once everything's here, you drop it in and place it, and we'll go to the next part. Okay, now that we went ahead and dropped this in, you're just going to go ahead and tighten everything down at the top and also at the bottom. Okay, now that we have everything tightened down, what are we going to do next, Al?
We're going to start preparing the fittings and the hoses to run all along underneath the vehicle.
Perfect, let's do it. Okay, so now that we've gotten the ARB mount installed, we're going to go ahead and work on the air lines that will go underneath the vehicle. When you purchase the Wifey kit from Braided, you're going to actually get these custom brackets, and you'll be getting custom spacers. So they're only available through us at RaidedFabrications.com. So go ahead and tell me how we're going to go next.
Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to piece together the fittings. We're going to take the push connect, put Teflon tape on it, mount it to the coupler, and also to the Schrader valve, which will also need Teflon tape.
Okay, cool. Let's get started. This already has a thread sealant, but we're going to still go ahead and use the Teflon tape just to make sure we get a really good seal. You don't want to have any leaks in your air system. So you're going to go ahead and place your spacer on the back side. Finish tightening up with the wrist. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step, installing these inside the wheel well. There is 2 pre-existing holes right here, and we're going to use these holes to mount them. Now we're going to move over onto this side and repeat the process. However, this side requires you to drill because there's no pre-existing holes. So we're going to go ahead and scribe a mark, scribe it here, and this is where we're going to place it. Before you go gung-ho and start drilling, there is an AC line behind there, so you need to be extremely careful so you don't bust it or crack it or anything like that. So we'll scribe it with the Sharpie, and then we're going to drill. Now that we drilled our holes, we're going to go ahead and bolt these up just like we did the other side. So we're going to go ahead and measure from the top of the clip up here to the very bottom of your tire. So no matter where the Schrader valve is on the rotation of the tire, it'll fit. So make sure you go all the way down to the bottom of whatever riding or thread you have. So this looks like the correct size right here, and we're going to go ahead and trim that up. So the next step is we're going to go ahead and assemble these air whips. You're going to go ahead and use the desired length that you have determined that fits your tire. As we stated before, you're always going to want to use your tape on here. You're going to go ahead and tighten the push fittings on the air chuck on each side. Now we're going to push the ends of the hoses on. Push it all the way in. When you do it, you can feel it snap into place. It's not like you use or feel, but you can feel it. Okay, so you're going to end up repeating the process until you have a total of 4. So now we're going to go ahead and run this line to the back of the 4Runner's engine bay. What we're doing is we're following the body lines and going to be attaching where the factory wiring harness is. A couple things to think about. This is actually going to tee off on both sides of the vehicle for where we're running the line. You want to have the T's in there because if there is a problem, you're going to want to be able to replace that very easy. Another thing to keep in mind is this will mount, so you want to make sure that you don't have any heat sources near it, exhaust, anything like that, directly on the tubing. So we're going to go ahead and zip tie this up and trim it to fit exactly where we need it to go. Another thing to keep in mind is you don't want to zip tie it too tight because you don't want to kink your line. So we went ahead and ran the line, we zip tied it all down, and we're going to go ahead and slip it here, just where the fender well is, so it's easily accessible. Now you're going to sit off the tee, you're going to run an additional line to the air compressor itself. Same thing, you're going to run it across the engine bay and keep it away from anything that has a heat source. Then we're going to go ahead and zip tie the rest of it. So now we're going to go ahead and run an additional tee. We're going to connect this to this tee and then run it down to the fender well. One will connect to, an additional line will connect to the fender, and an additional line will start running to the back fender. So it'll pretty much connect here like this. We'll drop it down in there, trim it to fit, and then start running our additional line. So if you put it in the wrong area, you're just going to hold both of them together and it comes right out, just like that. The way you're going to go ahead and assemble this is this will go on the top, right here, and then you'll have a line go to the front fender well, and this rear line, this bottom one will go to the rear. go ahead and measure it and trim it down so it fits here. So you'll drop it down into place. And once again, make sure when you drop it down into place, it's not going to be on any heat sources. Okay, so once you finish cutting all your air whips and getting those assembled, and then you run the remaining line inside the engine bay, you're going to take what you have left of the blue tubing and you're going to cut it in half, because what's the last part of the assembly in this system is going to be running the air lines through from the front of the vehicle to the rear of the vehicle, and so you're going to want to have enough tubing for both of those. This next part is going to be extremely difficult to film, but what you're going to be doing is running your airline from the engine bay all the way to the back of the vehicle. What you're going to do is you're going to follow the inside of the frame rails. There's wiring there that you can attach to, so that's where you're going to actually run the tubing. So you'll have to get under there. Like I said, it's going to be extremely difficult to film, but I'll try to show you after overall once you've done with it. And last but not least, don't forget that you want to make sure that all of your tubing and your airlines are free from getting tangled in anything or any heat source or anything like that, or falling down, because they will cause it. Next up, you're going to go ahead and take and connect your airline to the fitting. Make sure it snaps into place. And then you're going to go ahead and use the existing holes to attach this. This particular bracket setup is 5th Gen 4Runner specific. We do have universal brackets available, but this one is 5th Gen 4Runner specific. So you'll go ahead and use that existing hole and then thread in your bolt. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to connect it. You're going to just use this lever. Hey guys, I'm out here at the trailhead with Al, sponsored by Wifey, and we're going to go ahead and test out the system and show you guys how to air down. Just a quick overview of the system itself. This is your pressure gauge, so you can see where your PSI is on your tires. This is just a block itself, so there's nothing coming in, there's no option on here. This is a gauge that allows you to, it's two things. It's like a safety. So, or you can set it to a certain PSI level reading if you wanted. And this is going to open and shut the airflow. And this on the back side is also a open and shut for the air lines itself. So right now, when it is parallel, that means it's open. When it's down, it's closed. This is when it's down, it's closed, and when it's up, it's open. As a safety precaution, you always want to keep everything closed until you're ready. So we're going to go ahead and connect these to the tires. Al's going to help me out in the back, and I'm going to go ahead and connect it in the front. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove the cap on here. Connect it up. I'm going to do the same for the bottom. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish the back. Now that we connected all of our air whips, we're going to go ahead and air down. So we're going to check out our current pressure. It's at 30 psi. So we're going to go ahead and air down to 20 psi. So throughout this process, you're going to go ahead and continually check to make sure, see where your pressure is at. It takes about 2 to 4 minutes to get your pressure down to from 40 psi down to 20 psi. So you'll just periodically look at it. And once you get down to the desired air level, you're going to go ahead and let it sit for a few minutes just so the air can balance out. And that's it. So we're ready to hit the trails.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay, now that we got back, we're going to go ahead and air up. And we've connected all the hoses. We're just going to finish this one bit up right here. It's just that one same connector that I had told you about. You just flip it over. And you're just gonna watch it until you get to the 40 PSI. Now that we went ahead and got the 40 PSI, what we're gonna do is just connect all the lines and then double check our air pressure. This is just a first precaution for us. It's the first time using this system. You just want to make sure everything balanced out and there's not a leak in the line or some type of kink of some sort. If you have any other questions, just give us a shout or check us out on our website at regofabrication.com.